I'm Joe Kaiser. Live disclosure, Sunday nights from 9 to 11. Starts now. Folks, in our fast food, technology now type era where we live in, we have to remember where we came from. And of course, I'm talking about the past. If we don't, we'll be condemned to repeat it. Our souls. What's out there after we're gone? You can't take it with you. That's for sure. But what if you could take it with you? My guest this evening is Dr. Henry Mills. Henry Mills is a foremost authority on the occult and interdimensional traveling. Dr. Mills, thank you very much for joining. Thank you. Call me Henry. Henry, thank you. Yes, I would like to tell you about my trips to the great beyond and further. Further? What do you mean further? Well, what if I told you that I found a doorway to a much harsher realm? Please be more specific, Mr. Mills. I'm riveted. Well, it's good to talk to you. Firstly, it's been a while since I actually got to spoke to somebody. Yes, I understand. Please continue. The occult, what is it? Well, the occult is just a subsection of people's desires to become more focused on what's really out there, religions and the deities that one would follow. What I did was I used a Ouija board as my gateway passport, perhaps a key, and friends in the occult business, they took me to the great beyond and beyond. Dr. Mills, you're kind of talking in circles. Could you please be more specific? And just clearly, what do you mean when you're talking about the great beyond? Hell, of course, talking about hell. I've been there. You've been to hell? What do you mean? You know where Lucifer is. It is the dark angels. Gabriel and Narcon. Narcon and Gabriel. Those are the names of the dark angels that sit beside Lucifer? Yes, it is. Gabriel and Narcon, they are the final keepers of the Lord Lucifer. My goodness. We're going to take a break. I'm Joe Kaiser. Live disclosure. We're talking to Dr. Henry Mills. He has been to the great beyond and come face to face with the devil. And we're back. I'm Joe Kaiser. Live disclosure. Dr. Henry Mills. Please continue. You say you passed through this realm. A doorway, yes. Well, there are many doorways. There's actually 7 doors. The first door you travel through is quite like the Great Plains of, say, Nebraska. Quite plain. A couple of hills. And creatures. Runabout creatures you wouldn't normally see or care about. Once you pass through the second door to the second realm, you reach an under realm, if you will. It's underneath the first realm. Okay. Yes, and this second realm is underground and blocks and falling stalagmites, fire torches coming at you. Fire torches? Yes. How did you survive this journey? Well, I had a little help. I had a team with me. They were very well prepared. Who was this team? Where did you find them? Well, through certain connections. I lived through the years and I've met people. Wow. Dr. Henry Mills, I don't know much about you, but your story is quite extraordinary. Thank you very much. So, you're telling me there are seven levels to reach Lucifer. Yes. Lucifer. The third level is kind of like a fire pit with more fire than you could possibly imagine. And this fire pit is controlled by demons. Snake demons. What was your purpose in traveling this far deep into the great beyond? I wanted to see if my arch nemesis was there. Your arch nemesis? I disposed of him years ago when we were at the Grand Kilimanjaro Resort in Africa, and I had a score to settle. If I was to get the key of Golden Kukumkare, well, I had to kill him. This is out of control. We'll be right back. I'm Joe Kaiser, live disclosure, talking to Henry Mills, a doctor who's been beyond the great beyond, who's actually been to hell. Dr. Henry Mills is my guest. Live disclosure, I'm Joe Kaiser. Dr. Mills, what can you tell me? Did you find what you were looking for? Oh, yes. I found my nemesis, and I'm quite happy. I bet you're happy you were able to make it back. You could say so. I made it back, one piece. And now I'm back. Gabrielle and Nakam, they're with me as well. What? Gabrielle, the Dark Lord Angels, and Nakam. They are now my allies in this realm. We live on Earth. This is just but the zero plane. The zero plane? The zero plane. This is where all planes start and finish. This is purgatory, you know. Purgatory? Doctor, are you alright? Yes. It's not as if the great Lord Lucifer himself controls me like I'm a puppet. Gabrielle and Nakam, they control what I can do and not until the time of the gathering. The gathering? Yes. When all the Dark Lord Angels escape and we attack you. I'm Joe Kaiser, live disclosure. This just got weird. We'll be right back.